I thought someone said something about angry because.
Oh, yeah, was watching something and my volume was turned up way higher than I thought it was. That was my bad.
All good. Alright,
I blame the previous guy.
Alright. Entering into the city, you all bleh, you all everyone basically went their separate ways for a bit. You were given some leeway time, about a week, until Spin could acquire more information. Well, a few days have passed already. Basically, you've been taking it slowly. You've been training, you've been alchemical shopping. Some of you've been into a different dimension, but basically just to train. Overall, it's pretty calm. A lot calmer than you're used to. Over the course of time, I'm assuming based off your characters, you're used to the whole busy mission after mission after mission. So with this leeway time, it feels a little weird.
Yeah, I think like by the end of that couple of days, like it's been good and like productive for Shay, you know, doing alchemy and stuff with Tom, but he's probably itching to kill somebody.
Yeah, you still have 2 days.
Shade, is your is your character okay?
I mean, as far as I know.
The markings is what I mean.
Yeah, what is happening? Kind of while I've been gone, like a brief synopsis. That would be.
You
Okay,
came
when
back
we're
to
ready.
town. Spin basically gave you some more information that you weren't aware of, which
Mhm.
was, well, other than the gods, because that information kind of has been lost, the entities that you know as the old ones were ancient creatures or beings similar to gods, but maybe different. The ones that he made mention are the Leviathan, the Elder, and then the name was crossed off, but you assume the a rumored being known as the Elder Brain from the Underdark,
Mhm.
the Aboleth, which you know, or at least are aware of. I think that was it, unless no, and the Kraken, or the Ancient Kraken, to be precise.
Hmm.
And there were a few other entities that were working alongside the humans at the time, like some of the other gods, like Lulf.
They were working against.
I see.
Right now, he's just finding information on where you could perhaps find these ancient creatures, as well as anything else he wants you to do. Basically,
Also, we have a blade of virtue too.
Basically, he's doing his research in case he has to send you out somewhere where you're not ready for. But he did make mention he'll try to get you guys as close to the city of trial, which is something you, character-wise, unless you forgot, wanted to do. Or investigate, actually.
Hmm.
Was that where Kelmore's other sister might be?
Theoretically, yes. It's also a place you can find ancient information. However, as the name suggests, you literally need to pass trials to gain access to things, so he has no one stationed there.
Gotcha.
And DM, I'm gonna take the feat inspiring leader, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's good. I just was honestly
Everyone has plus 15 to their health as I regale them with feats of their own strength and tell them how wonderful they are and tell them that we're ready to take on the new day. And you now feel 15 health points temporarily better.
Shade doesn't like it when you tell about other people's great deeds, only his own.
Do you say that out loud? Because I talk about everyone's. Or you're just saying that.
Squirms uncomfortably when you're not talking about how awesome he is, and specifically about how awesome other people are.
Yeah. I I lay it on real thick though, like super thick. And then I also cast 8 at the 3rd level and give myself Shade and Mr. Beef Hamstrong Bartholomew. Give it to Bartholomew because he's a weakling. You know, you have low health. But anyway, you're not a weakling. You just have low. Anyway, so you have also the three of you also have
I
another
have the
plus.
Guitar of Might on my side.
So you have
So
a
you can
you have a
watch
plus
yours up.
25, and Shade has a plus 25, and I have a plus 25 to health right now. Okay.
Yeah.
And 10 of that is all day, so you can heal back up.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Put another 10 HP for now.
This will probably be your last action before everyone meets up. So if you could guys decide to do something, you can decide it now. But let's go with Kelmore and the magic shop.
What have I learned since I've been working with Kent?
Well, honestly, this would probably be your first attempt because you're in a position where you actually have a workshop and someone's allowing you to work in the workshop. So depending
Alright.
on what you have, what are you attempting to do? Is the real question.
Well, I was actually kind of hoping to make something like a droid, like it, a construct. I have 15 silver arrows, which I've never actually done anything with, and I also have if I can find it, I have the deck of cards that are blue monochrome, the book that hurt me, that had that blade that temporarily came out of it to strike me when I opened it. I had the fire giant skull still, and I also have that Rumpa thing, the bag of empty marbles, and that light that had the butterfly giving light thing, lamp thing. I was kind of hoping that I could make something combining all these things, like maybe a floating droid that could follow me and do some kind of healing action, perhaps in some form, or some support-like action. I was thinking.
Well, this is Kent helping you in you figuring this out. You did read some of the books she has provided to you. So go ahead and roll insight on this. Because ultimately,
Alright.
what it sounds like to me is you're going to try to combine everything and hope it works
Ugh.
out.
That sucks. So bad. I got a 9.
It's really hard to figure this whole contraption thing out. I'm not saying it's not possible, but right now with your information, that's really difficult to do. Kent then suggest perhaps we can go with something simple. Perhaps a creature or construct that just follows you around doing simple things like starting a fire or replaying the last 10 seconds of someone's conversation.
Sure.
Alright. Well, I'm not exactly sure what these empty marbles do. We could perhaps use them as a storage device. What exactly do you intend to do with the contraption?
Well, I do intend to hopefully upgrade it in the future. I would like it to be a sort of emergency support device that could render me aid if I need it, or someone else aid who's a part of my party who I trust.
Perhaps in the future, but right now, let's keep it simple, as this will be your project, and if I'm not there, you'll simply not have it once it's broken.
I understand. I would just meant that that's what I would like to try to do in the future.
Well, we can
So what can I?
use about 3 of these empty marbles. Some of these silver-tipped arrows for construction-wise, and anything else you would likely deem necessary.
Well, let's see. I could use the fire giant bones to add durability, make a solid foundation. Fire giants are strong. Let's see. I do have some hempen rope. I do have that deck of cards, but I don't see how that could be useful right now. Oh, I do have this weird robot. Sorry, this weird construct already here, or that apparently moves on its own.
Oh
So
man,
we
it's
can
been a
use-
while since you brought that thing out. I think you've already showed it to Kemp before, but she does state, "Is this something we can work with?"
All right. Well, I can't think of anything else that would directly be useful at the moment.
Very well then. So, 3 marbles, 2 silver-tipped arrows, 1 construction bot, which is the moving thing that you already have. You can use the fire giant bones, but that's entirely up to you.
I would like to use the fire giant bones.
All right. It'll just give it an added bonus.
So, do I need to roll anything?
Yeah, I'm currently looking to figure out what would be best. Well, maybe not best for you, but best for this role. I would imagine Arcana. Unless you have some sort of kit you could perhaps use.
Well, I do have calligraphers, masons, and woodcarvers.
Perhaps masonry tools.
All right. Let me double check here. Should I use dexterity for my attribute?
Honestly, probably intelligence, but let's go with dex.
All right.
About the
Proficiency,
same.
expertise, or jack of all trades for the bonus.
Are you not proficient with the tools?
I am. I'm just there's 3 options to choose, and I just wanted to make sure I had it right before I clicked it.
I would probably use your best one. Do you get a +2 because you're in Kent's workshop?
All right. Oh, what I meant is that under proficiency bonus it says proficient, expertise, and jack of all trades, and I just wanted to make sure I knew which of the 3 to choose for this.
Proficient. This is literally your first project.
All right.
Alright, 15, not bad. She does look at it and does state, alright, this current contraption is able to modify a few things. It can start a simple fire, it can move around in a straight line, and it can replay a conversation you tell it to do up to 10 minutes ago. But it will dump out the information 10 minutes after. So you'll have 20 minutes of replay time before it needs to empty out its memory. It's a simple
Okay.
device, but it is something you can work with in the future.
I'm glad to hear it. Thank you very much, Ken, for all your help.
Right. Do keep this in mind, however. Since you will be out there fighting, I would advise you to use it stealthily. Perhaps use some sort of invisibility spell. I'm not sure what you all do. Just that you're adventurers, but it is sturdy, thankfully enough with the bones. It does have an AC of 16, but it is still new, still fresh, so it only has 25 hit points at the moment.
I understand. Thank you. Oh, and do you want the lightning ring back, or do you want me to still use it for a while?
If you have no more information to go about it, then I suppose I can get it back from you.
I'd still like to use it if I could.
So be it. I live a very long time. I'm in no rush to get my equipment back unless broken.
I understand.
What if he dies?
Well, you don't know what happens if he dies. But she won't tell you that anyways.
Do we at all know what happens when we die?
My God told me what happened. I mean,
Alright. we'll move over to. Actually, Bartholomew might be the last one since he has Keith with him.
Yep, I'm bringing Keith in.
Let's see here. Where are?
I just got a good feeling about this guy.
There we go. Entering back to the shop after some leeway time. Shade, you have to meet with everyone later tonight, but that's tonight's problem. Over the course of time, you were able to help Tom with a few things, and I believe last session he gave you some stuff, but I forgot what it was.
Yeah, we made the limit breaker potion and the petrification antidotes.
Right.
And then I think I just helped him with random stuff to kind of like practice alchemy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think the only other thing that's really important that Shade would want to get done, other than making sure to thank Betty and Tom profusely for their time and space, would be to maybe try to find out more about his new tattoos and what that actually means, like what actually happens when he punches things now. Because you mentioned before that it seemed to him like it was potentially like metagamey, but like doing necrotic damage when he was punching a tree.
Yes. If you just gave him the information, go ahead and roll. Actually, it would be his roll, not yours. Forget what I said. But did you tell him everything?
I think I would. I don't think I would describe everything about the sword, but I think he'd say something along the lines of like, I have this really ancient sword that seems very powerful, and I used it to stab the heart of apparently was an avatar of Lolth and killed it, and I absorbed something, and now I have these marks on my skin. And tell him about punching the tree.
All right. But he's there also. No one's coming into the shop right now. Too much noise.
Okay. Yeah.
Tom, air quotes, then states, I see. Well then, do you mind if I take a look?
Sure. And I will... Shade would, like, show him, like, his arms and possibly even, like, some of his torso. He wouldn't show him his face, though, probably.
That's fine. Betty looks at them as well, and then Tom turns over to her and states to her, it does appear to be curse marks, perhaps. It is possible, but I doubt something similar to that would happen, or else they'd likely be dead. Fair enough. Let me take a look. She goes over, grabs a book, and comes back. A few seconds later, she then states, yeah, that's what I thought. Care to share with the class? Yeah, whatever. Listen, Shade, right? I don't know, I kind of forget your name from time to time.
Shade works.
Alright, listen, Shade, what these things are known as bindings of nature. Well, unbindings of nature, to be precise. Every creature, every human, every elf, every half-breed and the like has a connection to the weave or the magical world around us. These little marks on your body are your actual body ripping away from that. It's where your magical aura, or whatever you want to call it, is currently being removed from you. Whatever you stabbed, it did so much. It was out of nature's alignment that it's literally causing your body to be ripped from it. It's not harming you per se, but it could damage your physical form and eventually not allow you to cast any magic. But in doing so, it'll provide you with certain skills and traits. You mentioned that your damage is different now.
You could, yeah.
If I had
Yeah.
to guess,
Mhm.
it's also
No.
switching to a different type of damage pool. If I had to guess, Your
Yeah.
punches can now do necrotic damage as your life is literally changing.
You mean like I'm becoming undead or something?
Not exactly. You're basically being ripped apart from the weave and the world itself. The world doesn't really know how to deal with that, so it swaps in with whatever it can. It tries to mitigate these things. Right now, it doesn't know if you're dead or alive yet, so it's necrotic. If you change
And
your form later on, it could also perhaps turn into some other type of damage pool.
so, will this kill me?
Maybe. This is only speculation. She shows you the book she was reading off of. This is just magical theory at the moment. This is just information me and Tom, wait, she wouldn't tell you her friend's name. Me and him, uh, I have gathered from time to time. This here, looking at the book, was information acquired from the spell plague, which ultimately killed someone, but it took not that much time or it instantly killed them. Whatever this is, it's similar but not quite the same.
Yeah, because it's been like, I don't know, 2 weeks. So, and I'm still here.
If I had to guess, whatever did this is still messing with your body. Or perhaps it's stabilizing you.
Maybe. I don't think this would have happened if I hadn't used the particular weapon I was using, so maybe it has something to do with it.
Perhaps. I just know that this thing is different than what more than likely would happen otherwise.
Gotcha. Well, I appreciate it, and I'd appreciate, discretion if you don't mind. Not spreading around that this is happening to me.
She looks around at her empty building. Who would I tell?
Well, I mean, presumably you'll have customers once I stop making so much noise back here. But, yeah, I understood.
Use a D4 and get this guy back. You'll get more cards.
Tom then simply states, that was a joke. She's not very good at those.
Neither am I.
You already won.
Thank you, Betty.
Yeah. If you need to check out the book, feel free to do so, but it's a long read.
Maybe next time I'm in town, and if you're interested, if I'm still alive next time in the future, I'll let you know if anything news happens. You can add it to your research.
As long as you're not dead, I'm sure we'll be glad to have it.
That's hopefully where I'll be, not dead.
That's a pretty good place to be, if you ask me.
Yeah.
All right. So out of game, is my unarmed damage still going to be bludgeoning for the time being?
For the time being, I'll add it in when it needs to be necrotic, but for now it is bludgeoning.
Okay, cool. The only other thing that I had thought about doing is I have an extra +2 dagger and +1 sword that Shade would probably just try to sell for cash in town.
Sounds good. Those aren't too terribly hard to find. I mean, not too terribly hard to find. Those aren't terribly hard to, what's the word?
Sell?
Combine.
So,
Sell, yeah. I don't know why I was having a hard time finding the word sell. But you easily go to the blacksmith. I'm just going to scroll right through this. You find her easily constructing some weaponry and armor. You ask her, how much can I sell this for? Looking at you, she simply states, the standard price for these items are roughly 200 gold. unless they have some sort of value, transit of their actual value.
No, these ones are just magically sharper.
Now, do they come from a different location?
Yeah, I think they're from the Underdark.
No, wait a minute. Wasn't that dagger the one that you got from the temple that we got the Blade of Sin from?
No, that was the dagger of venom, and I still have that one. These were weapons we got from killing some of the Arachnia guards.
She looks at it and goes, huh. Not many people have these up above, so I suppose I could sell them for a lot more. So I suppose 300 gold instead would be more worth it to you?
300 each, or for both?
A piece.
Yeah, I can do that.
Alright then.
So it's one dagger and one sword.
Alright, that'd be 600 gold then, that she provides to you, and she then states, is there anything else while you're here?
No, I had just too many extra weapons, so I thought I'd give them or sell them to you so somebody else can use them.
As you look around in her weapon shop, I know the feeling.
Yeah. Pleasure doing business.
Likewise. What would Rand be?
Would I be?
Where
mean?
would you be in town?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just be following everyone around. Like I've been not really doing too much. I don't have anything to sell or anything. I haven't been here, so like I'm just kind of following. I don't know, I'm following Kelmore around. I guess keep him out of trouble. His mouth always gets him into trouble, so just be there just in case.
Alright, that's fair enough, but I'm gonna put you with Bartholomew because it's easier to do it this way.
Sure. Sounds good. I'm with it.
Alright.
Well, hello, Lan. Have you met my drinking friend? This is Keith.
Hi, Keith. You drink as much as Bartholomew? That's ridiculous.
No, I do not. I do drink, but not as much as this man. So, you mentioned about a job.
I got all the jobs that you could possibly want that in the secret place where we do our secret things. And
we all know what you do is not very secret, but it's all good.
Who were you saying who needed to be watched over again?
I didn't say you were the only one that you watched over. I just said you also need to be watched over. Len kind of watches over everyone, but keeps it when you start talking, he keeps an eye on you.
He's the
Now,
party
same thing with
mom,
Bartholomew.
basically.
Pretty much. I'm growing some sweet pear tits. You just wait. You'll like it. That's why my armor is bulging out.
Keith then states, right, if we're gonna keep that a secret, we might not want to shout about it. Donna then states, oh, calm down. We all know we have a secret base in the back. It's not like everyone here doesn't know, unless you're new. It points to the 3 people in the middle of the bar. Those 3 are new, so they don't exactly know, but everyone else knows, right? You just hear people in the background going, yeah. Wait, what basement?
Len nods.
What's a basement? I've never heard of such a thing. Don't lie to me.
Keith then states, right. Don't really know your boss or what you do, but I am a mercenary and in need of a job, so not gonna ask too many questions.
That's probably wise.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, the only other job I could acquire is protecting these 3. But since I don't know them, yeah, screw 'em. So when we looking to head out?
Soon, I guess. I don't know. I might have had one too many. I'm not gonna lie, but you know.
Well, I did promise you I'd buy you a drink or
Right.
two.
Allergies, sorry.
It's all good.
I'll take the drink.
Sure, part of their crew. He then throws 5 copper. Well, doesn't throw, but tosses 5 copper on the shelf. Diana picks them, comes over with this stein of beer, puts it down, and goes back away.
Oh, Land, you could do
For
lay
wine,
on
but I'll
hands
drink it.
on
Is somebody hurt?
Bartholomew,
What's wrong with him?
and you could remove his condition of being drunk.
Well, why would I do that? He's probably having a good time doing that.
Oh, so then he can drink more.
I guess is Bartholomew having a hard time.
Yeah, I was coughing up half my lungs. Anyway,
I was dying.
don't mind me. Yeah, no,
I
I'm
don't notice low perception. See.
Okay. Bartholomew's basically getting drunk off of Keith's kindness. Land just getting some drinks. By this time, I'm assuming Shade and Kelmore get back.
Oh, we're gonna enter from here. Yep, I'll walk in. Hey, Shade, you had a productive week.
I did. Made some new potions. Hung out at the potion shop. You know, sold a couple things.
I can make
Around
shift
town
fall
wearing
slow.
this
Oh,
Arakia
sorry, I thought you were
guard
done.
mask a little bit. You know, it was fun.
Well, sweet. I managed to do a few things, and as good as I would like, but I did go to the potion shop of that pumpkin guy. I think he might have some new potions in. I did manage to get a few potions from him. Potion of small of growth and prismatic spray. So when we have time, you might want to go and see him out. See what anything new he may have gotten.
Yeah, sounds
My
cool.
favorite air freshener, prismatic spray.
Yeah.
As you get closer, you just hear low whispers from this table. Nothing to be concerned about. They just don't know you. You've been here. I mean, this is the front of your guys' base. They just seem new. I'm not pushing a mission on you guys, by the way. I'm just telling you that these 3 people are new in town.
I look at them and I give them a nod and a small smile, trying to be a little nicer.
They nod, smile, and kind. They don't seem to be. Well, it's obvious now. Surprise, surprise. From here, they don't seem to be a. How should I put this? Everyone from this table doesn't look like they belong with each other, but they're with each other.
I mean, what the fuck do we look like?
That's fair.
Anyway, I'm like, Kelmore, shit, get over here. He's buying drinks, and I tell the Dana to bring some more drinks for my friends. I just expect Keith to pay. I'm like, come on, more drinks for my friend.
I'll put a few copper down to cover some of the drinks.
He said he'd pay for it, Kelmore, but okay.
Hey, so who are you?
Name's Keith.
Hello, Keith.
What's up? Dana comes over. Keith puts down 2 more for 2 more drinks. He said he'd buy a round for everyone of your group before anyone tries to get him to buy for the entire bar. The entire reason why he's there is to get more money. At that point, he'd be losing it. But he then does state, after Diana gives you 2 a few drinks, I'm not sure if Shade would drink, but he'd get a water. Keith then states,
Pansy, I'll take his.
I just came here by to check out some work. He winks. Diana then states, well, if you want to speak, the boss is already in the back.
So you're looking for work?
Yeah,
What
ultimately.
skill set do you have?
mercenary trained, born, bred. Deal mainly with frontal assault missions or espionage work. But lately I've just been going out in town collecting hides and then returning them for some money. Not really much to do in this town.
I give him a look over. How, in comparison to myself, how proficient does he look?
Maybe as strong as how should I phrase this? Without your gear, probably as strong as any one of you guys.
All right.
He doesn't
Oh,
seem
if
to
you're that,
stand out like with any of these special
pretty
skills or a super magical weapon. Just looks like a very trained buff dude.
all right. If you're interested, we might have some work for you, but it's dangerous. I have to put your life on the line.
No, that's perfectly
Land
alright.
now with buff dudes.
Well, we'll ask our boss man if he's looking for extra hands. I think he still is. I take it. I know Dana knows about Spin.
Yeah, you guys work from her basement, air quotes.
I just wanted to make sure. Do I know of a means of contacting with him, or do I just go in the back in front of
You
him?
should go back.
I'll just go into the back.
It's a
and
secret in town that people know about.
I will go to the back and just go to Spin and check up on my sister, and tell him about this man named Keith who might be interested in using his mercenary skills for work.
Yeah, you usually go in the back. In fact, the person that you hired is currently attending to your sister. She's fine. Not getting better, but not getting worse. She's stabilizing your sister for now. So everything seems to be in order there. You just need to find some sort of time mage. But speaking with Spin, he does state, yes, Bartholomew mentioned him yesterday or the day before. I'm not really sure with him. He gets a little drunk.
I don't know.
sometimes.
I don't even remember what day it is.
But I could always use the hired help, and I'm gonna talk with you about this a little later. But I did manage to get you guys passage into trial, but getting into the city will be your own accord.
Got it.
Punch everyone in the face and then run in. Got it.
I will motion for Keith to come to talk to Spin.
All right. Basically, everyone goes back downstairs.
Oh, and I'll make sure to give Donna a couple of copper for the drinks, and tell her thanks.
No, I think nothing of it. It's perfectly all right.
I tell Keith to tip Donna. I leave.
He then states, "I'm losing more money than anything else at this point." But he does
Hey, you know,
stay
you
very-
made a lot of drinks, so you know that's as good as money in my book.
How much longer is he gonna be drunk? He's gonna be sore in the morning.
That's why you enjoy it while you got it.
Yeah, fair enough. Spin, after everyone joins up, then states, "Alright, looks like just about everyone's here. In the meantime, while we're waiting for the client, we can begin if you'd like."
Certainly. First off, Keith, this is Spin. He's our employer. He's looking for able-bodied hands. If you're interested to hear what he has to say, he'll give you a job, but it's going to be hard and dangerous work.
Again, it's fine. Dealt with danger before, so not that surprising to deal with it again. Spin then states, "Alright then, that should take care of it then. I was gonna hire or bring about a new hand, but this Keith fellow seems nice enough. Thanks. It's quite alright. Diana's been keeping watch over you, making sure how well you are to do." Is that some sort of euphemism? It's just simply if you're a good guy, bad guy, or could be trusted or not. All right. At any rate, it will be a starting off mission with these fine gentlemen and their how should I phrase this, benefactor. But you will be entering to the city of trial. It will be difficult, and you might have to use your brain from time to time if that's not an issue.
Oh man, I gotta use that now. Why didn't you tell me before I drinked all them alcohols?
Trouble actually, but I think we might be able to make it.
I have a decent brain. I think between you'll get it.
I don't know.
yeah, sure. Yeah, he's a smart one.
What did the shirt of armor absorption do again? I feel like an idiot not writing it down.
Your the cloth armor thing, it makes it so that if you get a piece of metal equipment, you can put it on top of your clothing, of your cloth, and it'll get absorbed into it, giving you the AC without having to have the proficiency to wear it and to be worn down. It basically
Okay, yeah,
turns
that's why
the
it's
armor-
called that.
It just basically turns the armor into cloth armor while leaving you all of its AC and stuff.
Well,
Um,
I don't have enough money for plate anyway, so I'll just go find some.
All right then.
All right.
I'm glad to hear it.
That just takes care of that then. As he says that, you then hear an oops. I turned it instead of making it visible. As you hear a knock at the door. Well, not more like a knock, more like someone kicked the door down and then looks at your group. All right. Oh,
Hey, Star.
easier than I thought. Star, do you want to come up here? Sure, why not? Crawls over at the table. I meant it's, you know what, it's fine. Star here was kind enough to give us a few bits of information to allow you to get to trial without an issue. Basically, I got a guy that owes me a favor to allow you to do the whole trial thing. It's a long story. You don't want to hear about it. Unless you do. I don't know.
Oh, you could talk later about that.
Oh, Bartholomew, you're not dead.
Yeah, and I got a magic sword and everything.
Neat. Right.
Anyway.
Any rate, Star here will be your guide to the city of trial. She'll get you there and follow you in the city, but ultimately it's your objective to get inside. She is unfortunately the only one I know that has managed to get inside.
Well,
Unfortunate.
I mean, it is Star, so
Yeah, whatever. Listen, the trial thing, they take it really seriously there. Sometimes it's your wits, sometimes it's your strength, sometimes it's a little bit of both. Sometimes they just throw you in a maze and tell you, hey, figure it out.
Cool.
Do you have to do a trial every time you go in and out of the city?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
it seems
Sometimes
And then
even
what
if you
about
want
once
to
you're
speak
in?
that seems like it'd make commerce a bitch.
Yep.
God damn it, I'm going to the city of trials to deliver my hay supply. Gotta go prepare for the math test or whatever's coming up.
Yeah, it's a real pain. Depending on who the master is that, what's the word, trials you, you could have a great time or you could have an awful time or just a lot of fighting.
Hopefully ours is fighting.
So there's really not a lot you can tell us to prepare us other than anything could happen.
It depends on the master that you go against. Depending on the information you want. I only have some portions of information I can give you. Otherwise, I would need to fight a specific master to get that information. And that's an entire thing.
Right. Well, when we get there, if you do know anything about the master who is challenging people to get into the city, perhaps you could let us know what you do know about them?
I mean, the last time I went there was roughly 2 years ago to inquire information about... You know what? I'll talk to you guys about that later.
Sorry.
You're good. Try to breathe. Then she states, later. But the person in charge when to allow people in the city was, let's see here. It was a nice blue tiefling guy. Strong, sturdy. Let's see here. He was the maze runner, I believe. Basically, you go through a maze, solve puzzles here and there. I had a nice daughter.
Interesting.
Yeah, his main specialty was dealing with the ancient rituals of. Let's see here. She takes out a piece of paper and then states the. Here, you can read this, I think. She hands over a piece of paper written in Infernal.
I'll take it.
Okay. On it, it reads the ancient traditions of infernal beings, contractors, and the like.
I'll raise up an eyebrow. Huh. That is unusual. I'll
Yeah,
pocket it.
basically anyone that does. Oh, I need that back.
Oh, sorry. Here you go.
It's fine. She just makes a copy of it and then tosses it towards you.
I take a look at it too.
She makes a couple copies and throws it at you. It's written in Inferno, but there's nothing secretly hidden in there. But she does state, basically, if you defeat them, you get any information they have. If you defeat one of them to enter the city, they can help you acquire more information, but they don't have to if you weren't good. Not good as in good aligned, just good. Like if you just barely passed.
This sounds interesting.
Yeah, the guy dealt with contracts and anything you would need to do with things. So he could probably help you with that if you needed. Was training his daughter to do it. Don't know why, didn't ask why, didn't really care. But if you defeat one, you can ask information on where you can get different kind of information. And then that can lead you to more and more. But if you go down that rabbit hole, you might be there a while.
Got it.
I
Thank you
see.
very much, Star, for your help.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, it's a job, and I do need to go back for. She stops again, does the whole thing again. Reasons.
We don't
Okay.
need to know why. Only that you're asking us to escort you.
Yeah, pretty much. The last time I asked Spin to do this, we lost a couple people. Which is why I needed more help. Which is thankfully enough why you brought Keith along. Keith looks a little worried, but not thrown off by this. Just very confused by the entire situation.
Spin, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Remember all those people that we rescued during that fight with the Basilisk?
Can you be a little more specific?
We used the portable hole to put in all those stone people and the corpse of, I believe, a dryad-like creature and one other creature.
No,
that we fought. And-
sorry, that was Miss. Can you be a little more specific on who? I don't keep tabs on everyone, but is there someone you wanted to talk with?
I just wanted to know. It was the people. It was all those random people in that one dryad-like creature there that we rescued from the slave pits from before when we rescued Blair. I was just wondering if all those group of people that we rescued, what just happened to them in general? Are they? I thought you said you wanted to give them new life and work. Are they okay?
Some of the individuals are perfectly fine. Thankfully enough, we were able to turn them back into what they were before. Others weren't so well off. I did have some of them headed towards the hospital, those that could. Unfortunately, I did lose contact with a few. They could still be alive, but they headed outside my network, I'm afraid.
All right. I just thought I'd ask in case if any of them needed help or could help us in our future endeavors if we're going in their direction.
I can place out feelers on those that are still able to help, but most of them dealt with high nobles.
I see. By the way, you remember when I made question about that? Did we get any more information and about the ancient kraken or leviathan that possibly that one weird sorcerer guy had possibly fought? And is there any means of perhaps contacting him to see if we can get him on our side?
The weird sorcerer guy, I'm afraid, have no information on. However, the Leviathan creature appears to be from the north, south, east, west section of the sea. You could acquire information on how to get there, but it appears it is a secret den very deep inside the sea. And I'm afraid currently I don't have the means to get you there safely.
I understand. I just wanted to. I heard that rumor about that guy fighting that entity, and I thought maybe it might have been some interest.
I did look into it, but all information indicates is that they wound up seeing it, reported it into the city, and then simply headed back to their home continent.
All right then. I guess maybe talking to him might be a dead end.
Not unless you want to spend 3 months of travel to another part of the world.
Nah.
But
Guess
getting
not
back
now.
on topic, I did find a bit of information about the creatures. According to the information you've given me and my own network, I was able to find a different location into the Underdark, but it is a cave system, and unless you have more information on this cave system, you would be going in and potentially risking your lives. So I'd rather not have you die underground if at all possible.
What about the one drow we saved? Were we?
Yeah, I
able
don't want to
find
die
out-
underground either.
Were we able to find out where that other drow city is? That was in north of that area.
This is the cave system I'm speaking of. Thankfully
Oh,
enough, we were able to
sorry.
tell them. No, it's perfectly fine. They gave us information, but as it is a kept secret of theirs, they couldn't give us everything. So they told us about the entrance, but they didn't tell us which route to take.
I guess that particular city doesn't want any commerce or foreigners in it.
If I had to guess, they're dealing with their own situation. And as she put it, and I quote, "I don't want my city to crash down again."
Yeah. Well, be careful about making any deals with Aberraths.
Right. But we could enter into that cave system at any time we choose. We just need more information on the cave systems inside the Howls Mountains Pass.
Right. Oh, maybe the city of Trials might have some information about it.
It's possible. That's why I assigned you this next mission. That's the main reason why I'm sending you there. Another one is simply to find information on the ancient Kraken. Unfortunately, any information I have are simple rumors and hearsay about an ancient body of a creature that is lying dormant, and the other Krakens in the area are simply waiting for its return. Rumor states that the current Krakens are from a single tendril of this creature. So I'd rather have more information on this thing.
Got it. What about all the other creatures? Should we look for information about that?
If at all possible, but right now I'm just dealing with these 4.
Right. All right, I'll note it down. Got it.
But while you're out there, I can perhaps acquire more information. Perhaps some cults out here could spill their, well, I wouldn't say blood, but spill their information, and the like. So while you're heading out
Oh.
there, I can acquire more information. Perhaps find a time mage for you and your kin.
That would be good to hear. Have you found any information about the zodiac and these weapons of virtue?
I'm afraid not. The only one that would have that is how you acquired this blade to begin with.
I
The Zodiac themselves lie secretly, but I had heard reports that they're currently working in the east,
Hmm.
which is where you're
Oh.
going, but don't know if you'll be running into them.
Understood. We did manage to give you some information about those people who created the towers, this ancient race of beings, who were proficient in some form of magic ages ago. By any chance, did you recover any other information than what we've already given?
No, this information, much like the information of the ancient ones, is lost through time.
Got it. Oh well, it'll be something that we can look into in time.
Perhaps. But if there's nothing else, I can send you straight out, or if you need to purchase things here and there.
I'm ready to go straight out.
How much does this pay?
The job will, well, actually, I do need competent people inside. So the mission is as follows. You are to help persuade someone to, I wouldn't say turn against their city, but I need someone on the inside. You are to assign them to reconnaissance. Hand them one of these. He hands, Shay's the one that asks, a sending stone, and
Okay.
basically recruit them. The job itself is quite difficult, as you would need to, how should I put this, acquire a spy inside the city. So, and entering inside the city is a problem altogether. So a simple, yes, let's keep it simple. Roughly 500 gold apiece.
All right.
Understood.
Any type of person to be your spy you're looking for?
I wouldn't say I'm looking for anyone specific, but anyone that has not high status, but not so low at the totem pole, they wouldn't be visible.
Right. Someone a little bit more than a commoner. The equivalent.
Yes, perhaps some sort of lieutenant in their city guard, or some low-level politician, a royal family member, but not the prince or queen.
Right. All right. Got it.
Again, I've never been there myself, and the only agent that has looks towards Star again. That has is, well, not that into those things.
Understood.
I'm not. I know that. Well, I'm not. I get it. At any rate, so I couldn't exactly assign her to that sort of mission. But if you're all ready to go, it will take you roughly a week to get there.
I understand. We will head out as soon as we're able.
All right then. So do you guys just head out?
If Shay doesn't want to go to the pumpkin guy to see if he has any potions for sale.
I think I'm good for now.
Plus, it's been like a day. Realistically, he wouldn't have anything set up yet.
Oh, I didn't know how long ago that was in game time.
I think it was a day or two ago.
All right. Well, I just gave the information to Shade, regardless, in case he finds it useful.
Cool.
Sounds good.
I'll just be brief. That I believe we're done with the teacher's book. Is that right?
I believe so.
Then I'll be reading the scroll that I got from the smith from Kent on the day after we are done, and I'll tinker with my new robot guy.
Sounds good. I don't know why the map isn't
In focus.
good. Yeah, in focus.
Just a maze.
It's supposed to be.
Oh, hey! If you actually zoom out, you can actually see the maze a bit better.
Yeah, I zoomed out and then back in, and it snapped into focus for me.
Yeah, me too. There's that little bar thing to your top right.
Yeah, it's not working for me. Well, for one of my accounts. So I'm just gonna say, it's very stormy. With any luck, it doesn't affect anything too terribly. So after a week's time of travel and entering inside the city gates, you do come across a few people. Some mercenaries perhaps, or something similar to that, but you do find them. In the corner, you do find a blue skinned tiefling. You were told about her before arriving, so it's not that surprising, but you were expecting some older gentleman. To her right, you do see what appears to be a giant mechanical construct.
I'll approach and I'll raise a greeting. Good day.
Yeah. Are you part of Star's friends?
I try to think about that for a moment. We are traveling with Star. Yes, we would like to try to earn the right to enter the City of Trials.
All right then. It seems just about everyone's here. Star says, hey, Saf. Yes? Where's your dad? Currently working with the council. So he told me to deal with the problem people. She puts up air quotes. Oh, okay. Thought he was dead. Not yet. You never know. It's great to see you again, Star. I feel like you're lying. A little.
I like your sass.
Right. Thanks. So anyways, welcome to the City of Trials Gate entrance. Right now, you're currently, how should I put this? People looking to get into the city, am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we can't allow just everyone entering inside. There's stored information.
All right, Kelmar, you stay out here.
Documents, fighting styles, so the City of Trials deals with just that. Trials to acquire new information, new skills. You then see the red bearded man in the corner simply states, all right, enough of that. So, when we going in? Well, about to state, looks at him. Right now, you're going to enter into the gateway entrance. Before that, there is little paperwork you have to do in case one of you dies or doesn't die but still gets stuck here. We're not liable for anything that happens here. Blah, blah, blah. Just sign this paper and you can begin the trial. You then see the red bearded man comes over, gets a piece of paper and signs it. All right, so when do I start? All right, hurry up and enter inside then if you're that impatient. Oh, this seems like nothing. And then you see the golem to her right side just jumps over and then rushes the man. What? Not expecting this, he just gets immediately slammed into the ground and is unconscious. Yeah.
Ha ha.
Well, that's kind of what he gets for not actually reading the thing.
I go
Look,
back-
this entire place is dangerous. You'll be dealing with monsters, traps, and the like. If you simply walk into a situation you're not prepared for, you'll die. If you decide to fight everything, you'll likely die. This is a place where not so weak people can enter inside without an issue. We have placed not only obstacles, but people in the way. You then
just
see... Go ahead.
just out of curiosity, what happens if you do fight everything and win?
It's one way of getting through, I suppose.
These are general guidelines.
Yes. Basically, my dad would tell you to go in as methodically as possible. Don't overexert yourself, or you could simply fall to the next thing. Personally, I don't technically care if any of you make it. I'm just here and assigned to make sure that you take the test properly. If any of you are seen violating it by destroying walls, trying to fly over the maze, you will be hit really hard. I can't give any more hints than that.
What if you jump over the mage? Alright, we won't do it. I won't do it.
You then see the pink bannered woman then states, "All right then, any more surprises?"
Read your
No, not in
paperwork.
this case. She then claps her hands and there is an entire row before you. Basically clipboards and pens. Because you actually waited. You can sign these, and afterwards, I'll allow you 10 seconds to enter inside before this guy over here chases you down into the system.
I'll start reading my paperwork.
Yeah, I'm gonna read all of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it as well, I guess. Although I'm gonna ask, I don't want to sign, so you don't have to worry about anything. Can I get through without signing? I don't want to sign anything.
You can technically. This is just a formality.
Yeah, don't worry. No one cares if I die.
I mean, I won't.
basically,
Proof is in the pudding.
basically, this is a formality. This
And
is
these
not...
are my friends.
You take your time to read it, it's perfectly fine. Each of you do, thanks for reminding me, Kelmore, have 500 extra gold pieces added onto you already, so you don't have to wait and come back to spin to get paid. But if you do a better job than he expects, you could probably get paid more, but that's neither here or there just yet. The paperwork does...
So we got money up front?
Yes, money up front.
Oh, okay.
Unless you fail, then you have to return the money, but just don't fail.
I mean, I'll probably be dead if I fail, so, you know.
The woman does give you the paperwork. You easily are able to read it. It doesn't state like, oh, if you fail, we get to examine your bodies and then carve you up. It's basically no one within your lineage can come retrieve your body without doing the trial. If you decide to do so, they'll have no legal repercussions against the city. If you have some way you would like to be buried or cremated, Please put the stated way of doing so while you're writing it down. Basically, it's your last will and testimony.
I answered. What about the contract? They were mentioned about there being a possible contract here. Can I read this over carefully to make sure there's no hidden contract?
Sure, go ahead and roll insight.
Let this be my natural 20. Okay, kind of.
Hey, you got it. You got half right. It's a 20.
From what you remember, Star told you about contract master. The master she defeated, basically her father, dealt with contracts. So if you managed to defeat the maze or his maze, you could perhaps have gained something more and contracted with that master to gain more information. But he's not here, currently dealing with the council, so you just get his daughter. Other masters likely have contracts you can form with, but you would need to beat them in a trial of their making. So examining the paperwork, it's simply you can't sue, your family can't sue. Please write down anything you want as your last will and testimony.
All right. I will go ahead and answer the information.
Okay. Land, they'll just do whatever they want with you, basically, is what you
Okay.
figure it out.
Yep. Not signing a thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
I learned that from Ariel. Don't sign. Keep your voice, girl.
I
Right.
turn towards Sapphire or Saf, and since my character is getting a little nicer because one of his sisters has been returned, I give her a solemn nod and say, "Thank you for your patience."
Don't worry about it. You're a lot less impulsive than Star's normal friends. I told you, people not my friend. Well, maybe these guys. I don't know. But last time I came here, she shut
Star,
me
you
down.
love us.
Didn't really
You
know.
love Kelmore is who you love, don't you, Star?
Yeah, not really. Can take him or leave him.
Oh. I just misread that.
Yeah, same with all of you, I suppose.
Well, I knew I was take it or leave it. That's what I just told that guy.
Nah.
I write down the information. I place it down wherever it's supposed to go.
It's on the pedestal.
I place it there.
Okay. Anyone else that does so, you can go ahead and place them down.
I just set mine down.
Yeah, okay. Saf claps her fingers and claps her fingers, claps her hands, and they simply disappear into the mold of the earth. She then states, "All right, then, step inside, and you'll have 10 seconds to run, or walk, or whatever you decide to do."
So, how should we do this, DM?
How you do this is rolling turn order.
Oh boy.
You'll basically take a turn and do what you decide to do. Each of these turns will be your options. You can work as a team or separately, but ultimately that is up for you to decide.
What is considered our goal here?
Your goal is to get out of the maze.
Is this where the other end is?
I'm assuming you're pointing to the very end of the maze.
Where there's a slight door-looking thing?
Yes.
2 torches are at?
Is it blurry to anyone else?
If you take your
Oh,
mouse,
no, there it
and go
is.
to where the little scroll icon is, and go all the way down, and then
Yeah, I just
will
fixed
be
it.
back in focus.
She shows you a quick map, so I don't need to hide anything. She does state there are things in here that could help you, be beneficial to you, but if you want to go for them, go ahead and go for them. They're not really needed unless you want them.
I look
Well, I
towards
want
Shay.
all the things, so I'm gonna take things.
I look towards the construct. Can I make a roll to see how powerful it might be?
Sure.
What would I do?
Perception or investigation, really.
Well enough. Investigation's better.
Probably investigation, yeah.
From what you can tell, the guy that just got squished by this thing As they huff, wasn't weak. He wasn't patient, but he wasn't weak. He just got flattened down super easily. So this thing is either based off of how he got hit and his equipment is probably strong enough to take you guys down, but you would have to actually fight it to investigate that for complete information.
All right. I turn towards
Stab it,
Shade.
Kilmore.
Yeah, no. I turn towards Shade.
Get him!
Should we just
Yeah.
run straight through, or do we want to try to look for loot here?
I say we go through. This is a trial of who we are. I don't think we need anything extra.
Yeah, we'll find what we find. Go. We don't go out of our way.
Then I will go
Mhm.
ahead and dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, wait. 5, 10. Hold on, let me go back and redo that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Before I go anymore, may I make a check to see if there are any traps?
Sure, go ahead and roll me perception check.
If I can find it. Oh, fuck. No.
Investigating the area, you find
Oh.
2 torches in your northern direction. You find 3 Minotaur statues around the area, 1 unconscious dwarf, fiery mane, and a strange symbolic figure on the ground underneath you.
It's like a
Perhaps
bear
Minotaur-
in the fetal position.
Yeah, a little bit. Perhaps a bear in the fetal position.
45, 50, 55, 60. May I make another look since I'm at the clear other end?
You may.
Perception once more. Better.
Alright, looking at the area, you do see that there is a maze around you. You can go right or left, it is entirely up to you, but remembering her words, if you decide to go up, you'll likely get penalized. You're not sure by what. She never actually mentioned what. But remembering, thinking back, you didn't really see anything behind you. So if you had to guess, the room that you just got through was likely the safest room until that thing starts chasing you.
Right. Okay then. Then I can't. I could action surge, but I want to.
You're
make
probably
sure my companions aren't going to be screwed. So I'll end it here and prepare myself.
Alright. Let's see, enemy turn.
Enemy.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Not enemy, but
Not
Not
friend
friends.
either. This guy
I
person.
mean, I can't believe he's going before me. I mean, I rolled of war. You know?
Shade, you see
Hey, I
someone
rolled higher than him on a top 10 list,
jumps
so.
over you.
Fucking
Basically, what's the proper term? It's not a wedgie,
Frog
but
jump?
gets your hood and basically shoves it down.
That is
Gotcha.
rude.
Frog jump.
Yeah, kind of.
Where's a Nelson when you need him?
Rushes forwards and gets as far as Kelmore. The other enemy agent with pink banners rushes through. She doesn't really do anything to anyone, but she does. Yeah, she would. She stops, pickpockets this guy, and then goes 5 more feet. Shade.
All right. First things first, I'm going to take one of my carrot juice potions. So my passive perception, it will be 24. And then what's the light levels here?
The light is low light.
All right. Like low enough for my teleport, or just not quite that dark?
Go ahead and roll luck. A simple d20.
Technically, I'd be creating a shadow.
Yeah.
From what you can tell, most of the area is low light and creating shadows everywhere. but a direct one towards the other side of the room is hard to tell.
Okay.
So you can do it, but it might or may not work. That's depending on how I feel.
Right. Okay. I will step into the shadow being cast by the golem.
Oh, interesting. Stepping into the shadow of the golem, you do detect 3 other shadows you can step through. One's in the middle of the room, one's maybe advancing past Kelmore, but not that far. And then there's one towards the left. Into another room.
Okay. My teleport works up to 60 feet, so I'll teleport next to Kelmore.
Alright, easily enough, you teleport next to Kelmore.
I give Shade a nod.
You would actually teleport here.
Okay. And I'm just keeping a wary eye out. You got the passive perception of 24 going, so.
Alright, investigating the area, you believe that the right side is safe enough. You don't really sense anything dangerous as of yet.
Okie dokie.
Bartholomew.
All right. What is the fastest I can be?
Dimension door, 500 feet.
Do I have dimension door even? I don't remember if I do or not.
They didn't bar you from doing anything magical. They just said don't jump or fly over the maze.
Yeah, I was gonna turn into a speedy creature, not necessarily a flyer or anything. That was not what I was planning on doing.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to put Band-Aid?
Is there even a cheetah option?
There's always a cheat out of option. And if there's not, that's
Ah.
weird.
You can be a cheetah if you want to be a cheetah.
Alright. I'll turn into a cheetah, I suppose. I don't know the stats.
I would probably give it the same as a bird, so 60 feet of movement. Not flying, of
If
course.
it's 60, then there's faster ones of that. I'm pretty sure I could turn it into well, no, the Pteranodon would be 80 feet, but it would be flying. So fuck it, cheetah.
Alright. You quickly could transform into a cheetah without too much issue. Looking around you, you are aware of the area.
Alright.
Oh, a cheetah is 50 feet, but I'll just give you 60, because that makes more sense.
Yeah, because it's a cheetah. Anyway.
Goddamn cheetah.
So, yeah.
That or like its normal's 50, like, and then but like if it sprints, it can get like 1. If it dashes,
Yeah.
because it's a cheetah. Yeah, I'm just kidding. It'd be broken.
So you polymorph without an issue. No one tries to stop you. There isn't a bad guy in the woodwork yet. To cancel out your spell.
Alright then, so that's 60. And I use my action to polymorph so I can't dash, but you know.
Just have to-
Alright.
So yeah, there's my 60 for now, and I am the cheetah. You're welcome.
Looking at you, you do see that the man, I think it's a man, rushes towards the area.
Oh, sorry.
And stops right at your feet.
Oh,
Meow.
They don't do anything, they just are near you.
I just like, oh.
Lamb.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore him.
So the bearded guy on the ground is unconscious.
Oh yeah, he's
The bearded dwarf.
completely unconscious.
Oh.
Was that the
But
guy?
not
that was
dead.
that was the dumb guy, right?
Yeah, that was
Yes.
the impatient one.
Kind of feel bad for him, I guess. But oh well. See you later. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna move up Because I have a boots of speed on. My base speed's 40 instead of 30, so I'm gonna move up to there. I guess 60. All right, and then you said which way? Like, didn't seem which way seemed fairly safe, I guess.
The right,
Shade with his
over
passive.
here.
Okay, well, I guess I'll move 55, 60, 65, 70, and 80. All right, I'll just do that.
You do know that. How am I able to bypass some of these people in a way that's not going to hurt them?
Yeah, as long as you don't stop in their corner. I mean, square, they should be fine.
All right, continue.
What do you mean?
I meant continue. Who's?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you meant-
As you begin to end your turn, you do see Star get closer to Keith. Hey, Keith, want to see a magic trick? You do magic? Oh yeah, shut up. And then she points towards one of the fire, and immediately both of them disappear, and then reappear in front of Shade and Lamb. What was that? Ah, yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, sure got both of them.
Then she just ditches Keith and goes over around the corner.
No.
Is that her normal thing?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't use the word normal associated with Star.
Well, the best way to understand it is that the normal star is stuff that you wouldn't consider normal.
That is very disconcerting. She can actually get a little further than that.
So these people aren't necessarily our enemies, right? Like they're people that are gonna be running by us.
Perhaps.
Because
But it is
Perhaps?
the enemy that you know this turn. Immediately you see this thing, this gargantuan creature, rushes in, takes note of each of you, and then
could
bolts
kill
straight
it.
towards the closest thing that he would consider dangerous.
Meow.
well, not Bartholomew. He wouldn't hurt a lamb.
Everyone can go ahead and roll insight that's in this current room.
Am I considered in
Are we
the
all?
room?
Oh, Jason.
Yes. Unless you're blocked by a wall, you wouldn't be considered in the room.
Shit. My tiny cat brain can't see shit.
I think I'm blocked by a wall.
Yeah, you're unfortunately blocked by a wall. Kelmore, it was weird. This pink-haired woman was closer, but it aimed straight towards these two. You're not sure why, but it rushed in, saw the unconscious dwarf, and bolted towards these two. Even though the woman was totally closer. But as it rushes towards you, Bartholomew, you see the woman then smiles, looks at you, and goes, "Oh yeah, sorry about this." And then go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw.
Is that at all increased or decreased? Like, what would that be for a cheetah?
Oh, that's a good point.
I think it should be different because you're in a new body.
I mean, right now it's +6. I don't know if.
It would probably be around the same. Cheetahs are pretty quick, agile.
But do you have proficiency in the saving throw as a cheetah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's why I have a sec. Although, actually, yeah. Wait a minute. I probably would because cheetahs are dexterous.
I don't see why you wouldn't.
I'm just gonna roll it. You decide from there. Well, all right then.
Yeah, that seems appropriate. Looking at the area, she does take note of you, and she attempts to basically hit your feet as she tries to trip you. Luckily enough, you are able to bypass this and jump over it as a cheetah. I'm gonna quickly mark you so I don't forget next time that you're a cheetah.
Meow.
Lightning.
Why do you think I've been meowing this whole time?
Surprisingly enough, I haven't heard the meows. But the woman is surprised. You jump easily
Meow.
over her. And now, well, she can't escape it. Basically, she was going to use you as a shield. So she wouldn't get
Or
hit.
bait or something.
Yeah. But now both of you are just going to get hit.
Oh man, that means I gotta roll concentration.
Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw. If you pass, you take half, unless you can have some sort of feat or skill that reduces that to nothing.
I'm a bard, so no. And a cheetah, so also no.
Well, if you have lucky.
Both of the modifiers fail, unfortunately.
Well, alright then.
So the
I'll
creature
get my concentration ready.
rushes towards both of you, and it just hits you as if, well, a giant thing hits you with its body. It's not that elegant. Unfortunately, you both take the full extent of the damage, which is 5d6 plus 10 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. How much health does the cheetah have, by the way?
According to my notes, which I keep closing out of,
Yeah, I have that bad habit too, don't worry.
3d8 plus 6 or 19 hit points.
I'll just roll 3d8 real quick. That. Yeah, I think I'll just take the 19, if that's okay with you.
That's fine, but I rolled really well, so you take 32 points of damage.
Well, okay, so either way, I'm a person again. I don't even need to roll concentration.
You're
Yeah.
no longer a sweet.
So then 19. Okay, 32 minus 19 is 13. So that's 13 off of me.
All
And
right.
you remember you have a plus 25 to your health.
Yeah, I know. So I still got the 12.
And you
Yep.
failed the check, so you also just get hit with the effect. And you get scooted 10 feet into the area. If there was a body there, you'd hit it and get an additional damage die to you, but thankfully enough, there isn't.
Yeah, thankfully I stopped just short of the wall.
The woman isn't so lucky. She hits the body and does an additional 1d6 to the woman in front of her, as well as herself.
Neat.
She gets hit, and the woman that got hit alongside you goes down. Maybe not dead, but definitely not conscious anymore.
Sucks to be you, I guess.
So are we running or are we fighting this?
Kelmore.
I say
Run.
run.
Do you want to split up to confuse it?
No.
No, this is not really no.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Well, mainly the reason I asked that is because I'm behind all of you, and I'm not a cheetah no more.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Alright. I am going to first off ask for a check. Do I see anything?
There's
A perception check yet?
You see Star.
Below the curtain.
I give Star a nod. Do I see any traps?
Just taking a quick note of where you currently are. From what you can tell, there are no traps around you. The walls of the maze are difficult to read, but currently in front of you, there is nothing except for lines within the maze indicating that there's something nearby.
Lines in the maze?
How should I phrase this?
Like
The walls
buzzsaws?
themselves seem to have something about them seems to be grooved in, as if something marked it while it was moving through it. Recently.
Like a buzzsaw. Like in those Indiana Jones movies or something?
Maybe not so buzzsaw-y like, but like claws or something like that.
Did that robot thing have claws?
No, or at least it has spikes, but not something like this.
Alright. I turns to Star and tell her there might be another creature other than the robot here, the on guard.
I mean, it would make sense.
I already went full 60 feet. It looked like it had claws. Should I use it? Can I hold my bonus action to shield smash so I can push someone further away to help them move a little more?
I don't know if you can hold the bonus action.
All right, then none of
Well-
my turn. Something else I can really do.
Let's see. The enemy is not doing so great. She just got hit, so let's see if she's intelligent enough to either piggyback on your ideas or just gets hit again. Or takes a different route. Let's see here. Her intelligence is a +3. That's 5. She'll go left. It could be the best idea, it could be the worst, but she ignores your team. Pink-haired woman. She's stupid, but she's also not gonna get in the way of the creature. So she gets far enough that she wouldn't be the first one in line of the thing.
I wonder if this
That's
thing.
probably as far as she can go. Shade.
Alright, let's see here.
If Shade run past me, I'll tell him what I saw.
Right.
Okay.
Shade, you easily see those things again.
Alright. That's 50 feet of movement. I'm going to pull out the Blade of Envy and the Electric Whip and just hold an action in case anything threatening comes within range.
Okay. Bartholomew.
I was kind of debating this the whole time.
Do you have any movement spells?
I have Misty Step. I was actually considering using that.
I
Yeah, if you Misty Step, yeah, it's a bonus. You can still have your
dash.
entire movement.
But I also was heavily not considering following you guys. And the priest going to the left is kind of a godsend in that regard. Because,
Crazy
you know, I want to get paid. Because that's who I am.
But all of your teammates who can actually help you, who would be willing to, right?
Good luck, Bartholomew.
I mean, it's not like we're not going to go out to the same general area.
If you make it out.
Traps, man.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm happy this guy went.
Go for it. Hey, if that's
Partly
what
I'm
your
getting
character would
paid,
do.
partly I also kind of want to see, like, if the construct would follow me specifically for whatever reason.
Do what you want to do.
Yeah,
Aye.
if that's what your character would do, then go.
It is what he would do.
Then here he goes.
I think you should have the Blade of Greed.
Yeah, I know. That was kind of a missed opportunity. I wish I knew I was switching to this character.
Alright.
Alright.
Anything else?
No, I'm just gonna hang around the corner and watch to see how the enemy's gonna do, how the enemy's doing, basically.
Alright. From what you can tell, they look panicked. Maybe they went the right way, maybe they didn't. But they are panicked. You do see that they currently don't know where you're at.
Yeah, that's partly what I was trying to obfuscate myself.
Mhm.
Also, I'm gonna get rid of this mark since I am no longer a cheetah.
No, that's fair. Keith, looking at the situation, then goes, yeah, none of that.
Good call.
Let's see. He's fast enough that he'd be in front of her. But then it's Star's turn, so... She just met Keith. Yeah, she'll just fail.
Throw him into the wall.
Actually, that's a good.
Throw him through the wall to make a
Thought.
tunnel. No. I was kidding, but okay.
No. Maybe not breaking through the wall, but something else. Looking at the wall, she just states, I could, but this wall is a terrible one. Whatever. She then touches the wall, and with your past perception shade, you can tell behind you something is happening. You see a small trace line of light, and you have roughly a split second to react.
Okay. Like to jump out of the way.
You don't
Kind of
know.
react?
Behind you, there is a shining light close to the direction of Star. You can turn around, but the moment you do, you lose that reaction. It's just something that you could do, but you don't know what's happening.
Right. I'll just maybe be ready to jump out of the way if something explodes, because that seems like a normal thing for her.
That's fair. As you begin to ready to jump, looking back, because you just can't help it, you see a light just hits the wall and goes around, goes towards the corner, goes up, as if it's tracing the wall,
Oh, you can
and then goes back down, around, and you see the light going away. After a short distance, you see the light come back on this side of the wall, and then this is as far as she can go, unfortunately. Then you hear Star's voice in the distance. Ah, okay. Yeah, I was right. Terrible wall to choose.
Gotcha.
Star does strange stuff.
Maybe. The creature does take its turn now. Let's see here. Land, for a quick second, you take note that it rushes forwards, stops, then it goes around, and
I
unfortunately...
didn't get my turn though.
Oh, that is weird.
I was like, that's weird that it. I don't know.
What happened to your...
I was deleted.
Let's see, add
Not
turn.
by a lot. I'll roll initiative again. It was a 4. But hey, it was a 5, so there you go. Cards never lie.
Yep.
The cards never lie. Anyway, alright, well there I am. Okay,
You don't notice anything
so
yet,
yep, don't notice anything. 2 1 Alright, I'll go there. But before I do, I'm going to quicken. I'll move like 10, 20 feet down the line, and like right here, I'm going to quicken a like a wall that's like right there. It looks like a just like a steel wall maybe. I don't know. It's like a 5. It's only I guess it's only like 5 foot or whatever, so it's not like a massive. But I'm gonna quicken a wall right here with my minor illusion, and then I'm gonna move all.
All right. Let's see here.
Here.
Running towards the creature, it does stop, but no one really actually notices this, so no one can actually make the roll. But it does enter into the area. Looking at the wall, it stops for a quick second. Let me roll intelligence. Because even if it's there, it would... I did roll a 1. Normally what this thing would do is bash into the thing, but it rolled a 1. So I'm gonna say it holds...
It's an illusion, so like yeah, he can. If he's just gonna try and bash into it, he can. He would be able to hit it, probably no matter what. But then it would take his action like to do that.
Yeah, it would do no matter what, but it did roll a 1. So I'm gonna give these 2 NPCs a chance. So the creature rushes through, goes through the wall, rushes continuously through, bashes into another wall, bashes through it, bashes into
Oh,
another wall,
yeah.
bashes through another one, and then stops after a while, giving Keith a chance not to die.
So Keith,
Sure,
enjoying
Keith.
yourself so far?
No, not really.
Alright. I am just going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. I am just going to dash all the way over here. May I make another perception check to see if there are any traps?
Sure, you see Star again.
Hey, Star.
From what you can tell, there are no discernible traps. Whatever the thing that made the marks are, it clearly didn't go the way you went.
Right. I'll end my turn.
All right. All right, Bartholomew, you see the creature. Well, not creature. You see the person that went your direction also goes further in. Entering inside, you do take note that they step to the left.
I hope you have a new character prepared.
Oh, don't worry. I got 8,000 of them, and I have one I've been working especially hard on for multiple campaigns. So this could be one of those.
The pink-haired woman aims, well, doesn't aim towards Shade, but she does aim towards the same direction. Yeah, she probably still followed the same direction that you all went, so she continues pursuit. Shade.
Okay. I am going to move.
I won't.
And dash 100 feet up to, yeah, and dash, so I move 100 feet. Kind of going past Star and then heading towards this light.
You're having your deck.
Might be the exit as far as he's concerned, and I guess I'd just stop and call that I see some light behind me, because they're not that far behind me, and do perception check.
Yeah, okay. Star shouts out, how far away is the light?
Maybe like 50 feet.
Alright. With your past perception, or are you doing an actual check?
Passive's good enough, I guess. 24.
In the distance, you do see two shadows. One of the shadows seems to be swinging something massive in the air.
Oh shit.
Okay. So yeah, I guess I'll also call. And there's something in there.
Yeah. Bartholomew.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna lag behind our buddy with our priest buddy.
What priest?
And see what he's up to.
You see that they're
Hey,
currently
no.
examining a room. It's low light in here, so unless they were looking for you specifically, they don't notice you. But they are looking through a room filled with canisters, books, strange implements. They haven't done anything yet, but they seem to be currently looking at things. Out of game, they just got inside the room, so they can just look at things.
Okay. Well, I was more looking for like something eating him, but you know.
Not yet. Unfortunately, they just got in here, and whatever trap might be in here, they have yet to set it off.
Well, we'll see. I'm gonna hold Misty Step actually, if that's all right, just to be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if there's a trap triggered and it looks like it could be heading in my direction, I want to hold Misty Step.
All right. Lamb.
Sorry, I was muted. I'm going
know the
to
feeling.
score you there. Boop. And 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, hey, shade, 40.
All right.
And I'm gonna stop there. I guess, like, I don't know, I'll just be no, fuck it. I'll just Misty Step. I'll bonus action and Misty Step. Just fuck it. How far? I'll Misty Step. I guess I can only see, like, right here, though. Huh?
Oh
Oh,
crap,
yeah,
that's right. Misty Step's a bonus action, isn't it?
Yep. That's all I was
Never
trying to
mind, I
tell you.
can't hold it.
You
Oh, you
moved
held it
enough
more. Yeah, you can't
that
hold it.
I mean, you held it as a action. If
Yeah.
you were doing it as a bonus action on your turn, that's a different story. But you still
Okay,
had your
yeah, well.
action left, so I'm just gonna call it as that.
Well, no, I dashed. Actually,
Oh, did you?
never mind. Never forget I said it. Never mind.
Yeah.
My bad.
Hmm?
Actually, no, I'll look up the ruling to be safe.
Yeah. Lan, entering into the area, you do see the two things that Shade kept a watch over. Although now you can actually see them. It appears to be a giant creature, quite literally in size, swinging a giant metal bat and a spiked star-like device. It seems to be hitting a creature made out of flesh and bone. You're not exactly sure what this thing is, but it possesses no eyes, but razor-sharp claws. It is gross to look at.
The badger? Gotcha.
No.
Just the
Okay,
badger.
yeah, the ruling is no, you can't. So, you know.
Yeah, I can't do anything else anyway. I'm done. I've exceeded my limit.
All right. Creature's turn. Let's see. It knows the way pretty well, but currently you
Well,
guys
it lives here, so.
lose sight of it. Keith manages to get up to everyone else. But currently you do not know where the creature is, and might surprise you later on.
So he's taking a trip to the DM lair. Got it.
Yeah, pretty much. Before Kelmore starts, Star does take her turn. And, no, okay. Kelmore, you can go ahead. She's doing something.
Can I look to see what she's doing?
She's chanting something in a language you're familiar with, I think. You speak Celestial, right?
That's one of the things I speak, yes.
Cool. It seems to be a light spell, but it is definitely not a light spell you're familiar with.
Do I think it would only help her, or can it also help me?
Like 95. I was like,
Hard to tell. It's Star. If it could help someone else, it's not likely that she would,
Right.
unless it helps her.
30. I'm pretty sure she's not going to help me. 55, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Alright. I'll make another. Well, I don't think. My turn.
Okay. As you end your turn, you do see Keith get closer to Star. So what's the plan? Yeah, here, hold this. She basically holds his shoulder and goes, "What am I supposed to hold?" Heads up! And then, Shade, you see a light trail go around you like the wall did before. And then, Lan, you just hear Keith just pop out of the wall somewhere. What?
I see.
Uh-oh.
Kind of freaks, but doesn't shout out heavily. You just hear kind of like a squeak. Star then moves over and goes, "Oh, yeah. I forgot. I don't know his strength. I was going to do it to Kelmore, but then he just left."
I think he's kind of appreciative you didn't.
Probably. But Keith's currently dealing with the situation right now. As the enemy takes their turn, air quotes.
Gorgeous George.
Entering into the area, you do see the enemy does make their move. Looking about, they just wander about, looking at things, taking things, scavenging about, until they get to the pedestal area. She takes a dagger and immediately, Bartholomew, you're close enough that you can see, but not enough that you could do something about it.
Not that I really want to.
Not that you really want to. But you see bones just come out of the woodwork, come together, and form into a skeleton-like structure. You then see it hiss and pounce. She brings out what appears to be a large battle axe, but it's too late, as this thing brings out a giant scythe and sinks it in. Let me roll. Oh, that's bad. Immediately you see her get hit with the scythe. And then she just goes down. And you do not see her go back up. You don't see any breathing. You don't see any bleeding. She's just on the ground. You don't know if this thing has seen you yet, though.
Well, I'm gonna make sure it doesn't see me on my turn, but I will wait for my turn.
Pink-haired woman doesn't really know what's going on, so she currently just continues to move.
You should go find some cool shit in there about that.
Oops. Shade.
Okie dokie then. I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 40, 45, 50. Okay, so you said that the blue tiefling girl showed us or at least
Map.
flashed a map of the maze to us?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. How good is Shade's memory of that map?
Well enough that you could bypass this area without hitting any, air quotes, traps.
Okay. Because, like, me as a player, I can see how to get out of the maze from where I am, but Shade is in the maze, so I didn't know if I can just, like, follow the path.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, you can
I was
follow
kind of wondering
the
the same thing.
path. The main reason why she said you can choose not to and go in and explore is to tempt anyone that wanted to steal stuff or do it a different route.
Right, okay.
Who would want to
So-
take anything?
So I'm going to
Bye, Bartholomew.
I'm going to call back like this is the way out. And I'm going to spend a key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action.
Wind.
Well, I can still move another 50 feet just by dashing. But I want it to be hard for something to hit me as I go past it. So I'm going to keep moving. And I can get to there.
All right.
Yep, so I just spent one key point. So if either of those creatures in the middle takes an attack of opportunity against me, it would be a disadvantage.
You see the creature doesn't move against you, but the two-headed creature does swing towards you. However, they rolled a 7 and a 8. So even with their modifier, I assume a 15 doesn't hit.
No.
15.
Okay. Bartholomew.
Well, that's not good. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna make sure this thing doesn't see me. So that. So I am invisible to the naked eye. Of course, these things don't have eyes, so I have no idea how well it's gonna work.
Undead usually don't see with sight, man. Unless the DM otherwise says so.
How do we even know it's undead? It could be a construct or something. I am digging the hole deeper for myself, aren't I?
Very much so.
Oh well, whatever. I've committed to this. So I'm just gonna sneak by. Well, let me do a stealth check real quick if that's okay.
With his advantage,
Yeah, with advantage or no?
you're invisible. So
I am invisible, but you know.
would probably have advantage, so I'm gonna say you have advantage unless otherwise specified.
Oh crap! Whatever. All right, that's 5. So 25. All right, I'm gonna. Does it see me from where I am now,
From what you
or
can
does it look
tell,
like it's noticing me?
it doesn't seem to notice you.
All right, I'm gonna like slowly rummage through some things. You know, see if there's anything useful to take with me.
All right, where you're currently at, you see what appears to be a giant tortoise shell, a brown bag that you can rummage through if you'd like to, a long sword. You're not sure what kind or make or model, just a long sword. It does have an very decorative hilt, but that's all you can tell.
I don't have 10 minutes to cast a friggin' ritual, so I'll rummage through the brown bag for now.
All right, rummaging through the brown bag, you do see it appears to be an adventurer's kit, but with 2 standard health potions, 1 silk rope, and 1 short sword, silver tipped.
Uh-huh. Alright, well. Silver... The silver tipped short sword might be useful. Alright. So yeah, I'll take everything, including the long sword. For now.
Okay.
You know, if it starts to weigh me down, I'll just dump it.
Wait, what did it pass Land's turn? I don't think it likes you to go. Anything else?
We don't want to see him go.
I guess not. Land.
Well, so those things are swinging at us as we went by.
They seem to be fighting each other, but the big guy seems to be going against anything that it wants.
And hey, Shade. Anyway, I run through there. They don't swing at me, do they?
No, you went far enough away from the big guy that it didn't hit you, and for some reason the small one doesn't attack.
Okay.
Let's see, enemy big guy turn. No, Keith just bolts out of there. Right behind Shade. Kelmore.
I'll use my full movement here. Then I'll use bonus action Misty Step to teleport 30 feet. Should be right about here. Then I'll use my action to dash. 25, 30. And I will end my turn.
Alright. Let's see here. Let's see. She's dead or unconscious. You don't know. Pink-haired woman
It's a children's show. No one dies. They just go to the Shadow Realm.
bolts through. She doesn't exactly know if you guys were attacking this thing, so she's going to attack it. You don't know what happens to her, though. Let's see here. I'm gonna roll something in case Bartholomew noticed it.
Boom.
Oops. Let's see here. Bartholomew,
I
is your
might have
passive-
noticed something.
Is your passive perception 15?
My passive perception is it's 14.
Ah, okay, cool.
Not really, but okay.
No, it's fine. Well, maybe. Depends on
Well,
how you.
no.
Either way, Shade's turn.
All right. Did Star not go?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I'm going to.
Star doing star stuff.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say, if I remember correctly, this is the way out, and I'm going to move and dash 100 feet, which puts me to here, I believe.
All right, you made it in the maze.
And yeah, I'm gonna just keep an eye out, but waiting for my friends.
All right. As you make it into the maze, you do see that there are two things in front of Minotaurs: a giant heart and a very intrinsic box. However, in front of those things, you see two massive forms. If you decide to go for them, up to you, but they don't do anything against you. Currently.
Right. Okay, but they don't look like they're moving to be aggressive when I go past them?
No, they just seem to be in front of the giant heart and the decorative box.
I wonder what they're there for.
And they were killed Bartholomew.
Well, you know.
All right. Bartholomew.
All right. I'm gonna roll another stealth check if that's okay, because the last one was garbage.
Currently, you see this creature cleaning its scythe, but it is
Well,
moving
that's
towards
not
the book.
ominous at all. All right then. And I'm just gonna. Oh man, it's moving towards the book. That's where I'm going. I'm just gonna creep my way over to the book and dagger, and I'm gonna take them both, and hopefully he'll just be confused as I take them.
Now, unfortunately, it's specified to trigger with the book and dagger.
Oh.
So once it takes note of that, it will strike even if it can't see you.
Well, he can't see me, so hopefully he doesn't.
It'll have disadvantage, but this is one of the points, chances I can show you its modifier.
Oh no.
I'm assuming in 27 hits.
Well, you know, yeah.
Okay, here.
Not today. Today,
Well,
for some reason, it does not hit.
No, you know, cause magic.
Luckily enough, oh, you're so lucky you had disadvantage. Or else the 19 would have instantly killed you.
Okay, and what does the 17 do?
The 17 just hurt you really bad.
Okay. Actually, can I Misty step away from that? Since I did not use an action?
That is interesting.
When
I don't know.
When
Roll a
does
dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair, actually. See if I can. Well,
No.
you know.
Go ahead and
Fair
roll
enough.
another dex, or take half.
Roll another dex. All right. Where were you when I needed you?
So you didn't get hit with the secondary effect, but you do get hit with the damage. Reduced to half. So that's 70, 10 plus 5.
All right.
Oof.
Ah.
So that's 51 points of damage.
All right then. Hold on, let me do some quick math real quick.
All right. As you get hit with this giant
I'm not
scythe,
dead for sure, but
You're not dead. That's thankfully enough. But you are really, really hurt.
Thank God for that extra health, huh?
yeah, no, that
As
Plus
you
25
nearly
to
go
health,
unconscious, the light sources around you just brightly shine. And then out of a quick second, you're just in a different room. With a dead body on the ground. Not yours.
I'm in a different room with a corpse on the ground.
And then it when the play cards.
Eh, I've had crazier nights. Where is this room? Can I be shift pinged to it, or is it like not on this map?
Oh, here you go. My bad.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was that room.
And the pink lady's the one that's dead. Isn't that lovely?
No one else.
Do I see anyone else, by the way?
You hear footsteps heading towards the north right section.
Oh, no. Oh, actually, I'm going to roll concentration on my invisibility, by the way, just to be safe. Although I doubt it's going to work. Oh, never mind. It works.
Let's see here. I think it's half, so that'd be 25.
Oh, wait, no, never mind.
Whichever
It's
is
half
highest.
there.
But I thought he was taking half damage though.
Oh, right. So that'd be 25. So half of 25 is 13? Rounded up.
Oh, I'm only taking 25. I'm not even that as hurt as I thought I was, so yippee. I mean, I'm still, like, I still would like to not be this hurt, but you know.
Yeah. So yeah, the con save. You're just really hurt.
Hmm?
The con save.
So-
You're fine.
So I'm still invisible, so no one can see me. I'm just like,
No, you teleport into another room. You
ow!
don't know why. Star did hear that. Looking around you, you do see a creature with no eyes, another thing with 2 heads, a dead woman on the ground, and Star right in front of you.
Well, alright then.
Lan, for some reason it's
This is an interesting day so far.
Alrighty. So 25, 50, 60, 70, and 80. So there. Boots' feet are coming handy.
yeah.
Anyway, so there I am. My
He's
shade.
5 more feet, I think.
Shade, are these your friends? What the fuck?
I'm just not gonna touch.
Well, good. I'm not gonna touch them either. Did they touch you?
I'm not
Show us
going.
on the
Did they touch you,
doll.
boy? Yeah, show
too
us where
fast.
they touched you.
Kelmore.
I didn't see. I don't know what happens after they.
40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Alright. I will dash to get up here. And I guess I could kind of see these guys. I wonder, do they look intelligent enough that I could just ask them for those things? And if I can, do I recognize what they could be?
I mean, you haven't gone against anything that you couldn't handle, except for maybe that giant construct. You just don't know about intelligence. One of them was wearing a mask, and the other one seems to be like a full, very large flesh golem thing.
Do I recognize what the items are?
One seems to be an intrinsic decorative box, and the one looks like a giant heart.
Does
It's
the
in
heart
the
look
back
like
of my
that
mind.
heart thingy that Shade killed?
Hard to say. It's just a very massive.
Alright, then I end my turn.
All right. Shade.
I guess I will just walk out to the blue tiefling girl and ask her, so does this mean that I've passed the trial?
Huh. Looks like you did. Surprised you made it out before Star. Congratulations and welcome to the city.
Thank you. And I think Star's having fun along the way.
I'm sure. She's likely the most annoying one to... Honestly, she could have easily gone through it without an issue. As long as she has a light source somewhere she's aware of.
Interesting.
Yeah, she deals with light magic. Wouldn't...
Yeah, I wasn't really worried about her.
I wouldn't be. Bartholomew.
All right, then. I'm just gonna creep around this guy since I'm still invisible. Well, he has no eyes. So, you know. Well, fuck it. I'm walking through anyway.
Nothing happens.
All right, then. And I'm gonna just complete my dash and just... Yeah,
Oh, I think
I'm
Ken-
there now.
I think
That's
Ken's
how that
turn
goes.
was passed. Keith.
Keith goes at the end of the round, which is after Lamb.
Yeah, Keith didn't
Yeah, but I
go.
think he was passed actually.
Oh, alright then.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just the same as what we're doing.
Easier when you go around.
He run.
Yeah, he's not
And I
He's
run.
away. Look.
Lamb.
I run all night and day. Okay, I'm done.
Do you stay in the room or do you follow Shade's example?
I mean, you can just sit here and starve to death. That works.
They'll come back.
Lan?
Hello.
Sorry. My wife was saying something to me and I was talking.
Got you and
your
your wife. You just talking
Alright.
with people. That's who does that.
He's playing The Witcher, and so talking.
You did remember to toss a coin to your Witcher.
Yes, I tossed them all the coins. Actually, she's taking all the coins.
Oh, well, all right then.
She's beating everyone's ass right now. I'm fighting them.
Entering through, you do see Saf already there and Shade along soon after. Entering
Hey, Shade.
inside. Oh, welcome to the city. That's
Hey, Sam.
surprising.
Thank you. And I'm surprised too. I thought I was dead for sure.
Fair enough. Kelmore.
Yes.
Wait, something's wrong.
I just dashed. What's up?
A turn order is getting deleted. I thought you were doing that.
No, I am, but the turnover got changed also, which is weird.
Wasn't I 17?
No. Don't worry about it. Just something got screwed up. Kelmore, you rushed through and do you continue all the way through?
I dashed. This is 60 feet.
Oh, then
But
you
yes,
just
technically.
then you can still technically do something.
Technically, I'd keep going.
I would have to cut you off there, unfortunately. Bartholomew.
All right then. do 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 do. And up next to Keith again. Because
Uh,
Keith's turn was skipped as well.
As you make it towards Keith, you do see that he's not really having this. Doesn't want to deal with a giant creature that nearly killed you, and he doesn't know or is aware of it. The creature that killed.
Well, I'm invisible, so we can't even see the gaping friggin' wound in my chest.
Yeah. So he'd be right behind Kelmore.
Alright then.
And Kelmore. Oh, and Kelmore.
I will. Can I drag and then dash Keith with me the rest of the way up?
I mean, you can. You don't have to, but you can.
I will reach back, grab Keith, and just pull us both all the way out.
All right. You both get out without an issue. Saf simply states, "Oh, yeah, that's a lot more than we're used to, but welcome, I guess. Did everyone
Thank
else
you.
die?"
Oh, by the way, what were the odd mass creature in the flesh going thing standing in front of those items of the Minotaur statues?
They're sentries. Sentries. They protect stuff.
What were the casket and the heart?
Items of power you could have acquired if you wanted to. But you would have to go against these guys to deal with that, so it's not something I would recommend.
Okay.
Bartholomew.
And this is where Bartholomew dies.
Yeah, I was just thinking. So I wander up here and I see that. Do either of these things look? The heart, I'm guessing, is not very valuable to him. The casket, what does it look at all valuable?
It looks very ornate and intricate. It could perhaps fetch a good price, but this thing is just staring at it.
It will probably
Hmm.
instantaneously react if you try to take it. Like what happened with the undead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like see how close I can get to it before it like looks at me. I'm still invisible, so I'm still like trying to test to see if it can. So I like creep
Once you
close
get
to it.
there, you do take note that its body shifts.
You know what? I got stabbed once in the chest today. Think I'm good. And I just back away slowly,
As you
and
back
I
away,
visualize myself again.
it does
and just-
shift back.
Fuck off.
Alright. Because you decided to name the game, you just basically, yeah, no, I'm not gonna have any of that, and then just go through the finish line. Nah. I mean, she would, but unfortunately, she notices that everyone already left, so she decides against it. And just follows through. Hey. Alright. Looks like everyone made it. At least on your side. She takes out what appears to be a strange red crimson slab and goes, huh. Looks like the golem's collecting the bodies now. So, that's about.
So you're gonna be, like,
Ooh,
Food for them or something?
Sort of. Kind of. Unless they wrote something in their contract stating otherwise, their souls would be one with the earth. I don't know. I don't make the golems. But enough about that. Congratulations on making it through.
You're welcome.
Especially since
Thanks.
someone opened up the Reaper room. Surprise. Oh, wait. She then
Technically speaking, that was not me. I was in there, but it wasn't me who opened it.
Huh, that's surprising. Most of the time, if you get hit by the thing, you die with its specialty weapon. But,
Thankfully, I was pretty difficult to see at the time, so
yeah, that would help.
and that's where I got these things. Hold up the book and the dagger.
And a bag full of other stuff.
Well, that
Something that's not as interesting.
you can contract the Reaper with. I wouldn't recommend it unless you have a way of fighting it off. Otherwise, it would fight the strongest thing around until it died.
So the book and the dagger can both be used for that?
Together in tandem.
So if I stab the book, I can summon the Reaper and do that shit.
Yes, but once it takes the strongest thing in the area down, it will go after the contractor. So either burn the
Okay.
book straight after, or get ready to run. It's a trial in itself. If you're able to manage to strike it down, you might be able to form some sort of death pact, but I don't think you're strong enough to do that. I mean no offense.
Yeah, no problem.
But besides that, the blade itself, the long sword appears to be a +3 weapon. It deals branding damage or fire damage. So it's a magical weapon, but it just changes slashing to fire.
All right.
The short sword, though, I am not sure of. Other than the silver tip, it's good against any lycanthropes or undead. The intricate handle, though, I am not aware of. So you're gonna have to speak with a specialist on that. We do have one in town you can work with.
Identify.
That could also work.
Yeah, I have that. I'm like I said earlier, I didn't have 10 minutes to do all that.
While she's describing it, you just easily do it, and you find that the dagger itself works with the undead heavily. A standard dagger does 1d6 plus slashing damage. This one does 3d6 against anything considered undead. It's made for creatures of that variety. So ghosts, ghouls, goblins, not goblins, ghosts, ghouls, anything undead. Radiant damage.
So it's 3d6 or 8, you said? 8?
3d8 against anything undead. Standard d6 against everything else.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Thank you.
She then states, if you need anything else, unfortunately, I'm just a sub, but you can speak with my father at the council chamber.
Oh, was your Dom? Oh, sorry, I couldn't resist.
No,
What
you
did
have
he
to
say?
speak about Star with that one.
What did he say?
Where's her Dom?
What does
Looking
that
for him.
mean?
You never sub and Dom, you know?
Oh.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
She does state, you can speak with my father in the council chamber. Otherwise, welcome to the city of trial, as we end the session for today.
Oh, I actually did have a couple things I wanted
Cannot
to
believe that worked, by the way.
If you have questions,
Yeah,
feel free to
either.
ask. But everyone else,
I'm glad you're
good luck.
alive.
See you next week.